Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're diving into something pretty wild. Can a special kind of AI actually act like a fortune teller for the crypto markets? We're going to break down some amazing research that looks at how to predict hidden profit opportunities before they even exist. You know, it's not just crypto enthusiasts talking about this stuff anymore. The biggest players on Wall Street are paying very close attention. As Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, says, this is about a whole new way of building finance. And, well, this new world, it comes with some very interesting quirks. All right, so to get a handle on these quirks, we first have to understand where they happen. And that's on what are called decentralized exchanges, or DEXs for short. Okay, so what's the difference? Think of a normal centralized exchange, like a bank. It's a company, you give them your money, and you trust them to handle it. But a DEX is totally different. It's more like an open-air market run entirely by code. There's no company in the middle, and you and only you are always in control of your funds. And because of that, the way prices get set is a whole different ballgame. So how does this market work without a company in charge? Well, it uses this, let's call it a robot brain, known as an automated market maker. You can think of it as a robotic broker that's programmed to follow one simple, very powerful rule to make sure trades can happen 24/7. And that one rule is this surprisingly elegant little formula, X times Y equals K. Now, don't worry about the math. Here's what it means in plain English. It just keeps the total value in a trading pool balanced. But here's the catch. There are hundreds of these DEXs, each with its own little pool. So when a big trade happens on one of them, it can knock the price out of sync with all the others. And for a split second, it creates a tiny temporary glitch in the market. Now, here's the cool part. This glitch isn't a mistake or a bug. It's actually a feature of the system. And it creates a golden opportunity for super fast traders to make a profit through a practice called arbitrage. Arbitrage sounds complicated, but the idea is dead simple. It's the ultimate buy low, sell high strategy, but happening at the speed of light. You're just taking advantage of those tiny price differences between exchanges. Buy it cheap over here, sell it for a bit more over there, and pocket the difference, all in the blink of an eye. And don't think we're talking about a few bucks here and there. We're talking serious money. Look at this, over $3 million in profit. And that's not over a year. That was in a single 30-day period, just on one crypto network. So how do they actually do it? A popular trick is something called triangular arbitrage. A trading bot will start with one currency, make a couple of lightning-fast hops between other currencies on different exchanges, and then land right back where it started. Only now it has more money than it began with. It's pure profit, created out of thin air. And here's what one of these super fast trading cycles actually looks like in the wild. As you can see, certain tokens, like wrapped ether, are kind of like the main highways for these trades. It's this incredibly complex dance that has to happen in a fraction of a second to grab that little sliver of profit before it vanishes. For years, the whole game has been about speed, building bots that are faster than everyone else's bots. But then some researchers came along and asked a totally different and way more interesting question. What if you didn't have to just find these glitches? What if you could predict them? Exactly. Can an AI literally see into the market's immediate future? And the big leap in thinking here was to stop looking at all the tiny pieces of the puzzle one by one, and instead figure out a way to look at the entire board all at once. And their big idea, it was brilliant. They decided to treat the entire crypto market like a giant chaotic social network. Think about it. Every single coin is a person, and the price between any two of them is kind of like their relationship status. It's complex, it's messy, and it's constantly changing, right? So to make sense of this crazy tangled network, you need a very specific kind of AI. It's called a graph neural network, or GNN, and its absolute superpower is understanding relationships and seeing how a change in one corner of the network can send ripples through the whole system. So here's how this AI brain works. It's like a three-step dance. First, it looks at every single connection between every token. Then, it pulls all that information together to create one big snapshot of the market's overall health at that exact moment. And finally, based on that complete picture, it makes a highly educated guess, a prediction about where a profitable glitch is about to pop up. Okay, so the theory sounds amazing, but the real question is, did it actually work? Let's go ahead and check the report card. Now, these charts might look a little technical, but the takeaway is super simple. See that dotted line at the bottom? That's just random guessing, basically a 50-50 coin flip. But the colored lines way up top, that's our AI. It's not just guessing, it's seeing something real. The higher the line, the better it is at predicting the future. So what's the bottom line? Well, the best model hit an accuracy of around 72%. Now, you might be thinking, hey, that's not 100%. And you're right, it's not a perfect crystal ball. But in the world of high-frequency trading, where you make thousands of bets, being right 72% of the time is a massive, massive edge. It's a recipe for a consistently profitable strategy. So what does this all mean for the future of finance? Where is this all heading? It's pretty clear this is more than just a clever trading trick. This is the real game changer right here. The AI isn't just a faster mouse looking for the cheese. It's learning the patterns that predict where the cheese is going to be. We're moving from an arms race for speed to an arms race for intelligence. It's not about being the fastest anymore. It's about being the smartest. And that leaves us with this huge, fascinating question. As these AIs get smarter and smarter, do they eventually find and fix all the glitches, making the market perfectly efficient? Or is the world of finance so complex and chaotic that there will always be a new ghost in the machine, a new puzzle for the next generation of AI to solve? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.